Hands are so freaking cold. Corner at my jump, Sag. Hey Dewey. A little aggressive of position by me. Oh. Not gonna lie, I knew he'd turn, but I'm like, he's not gonna be able to get like a shot, so it's fine. And then he does get a shot, but it was so quick that my teammate was like, "Whoa!" I didn't expect him to just throw it like that. All right, well. That's like a stupid delay kickoff. I just screwed up my approach. You're fine, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. Oh, well. That was a really delayed demo. Luckily, my teammate cuts and flicks. Never mind, no need it. Nice. Okay, cool. What you been up to, Dewey? Oof, that was a horrible cut, I'm not gonna lie. I bumped both? Nice, let's go. I meant to only bump the first guy. It's kind of crazy. The other guy just like lined up perfectly for me. He wanted a little kiss. Wanted a more. Ah, that should be a goal though. Maybe not. That's a close one though. Wait, hold on, he's still gonna get it. Oh my God. Bro. Nice double, honestly. Last sec. Oh, no, it wasn't even a double. He just dunked him. Honestly, that's more in the dominance. He's got to hit that like directly at his near post instead of out. Especially if you have a guy on the other team who's like directly going for a block on that angle. It's always funny to me when like players telegraph where they're gonna block or go for the ball, and then the other team is like, "What if I hit it even harder in that way?" It's like, well, he's kind of playing that read, so I don't really know if he thought this through. AJ Bogo. Nice. Vixie, I'm just gonna assume you're gonna survive. That's fine. I need to stop doing that. I need to hit that and then jump so that I don't get hit immediately. Oh, they've kind of given up. Well, speaking of, this is not gonna be an easy bounce for you, by the way. Nah, oh my God, oof, teammate is locked. But heading out in 10, love the hoodie. Yeah, I am freezing. I don't know what it is. I just have like poor circulation like all my life. I've kind of known that, but I don't know what it is today. I've like turned off my AC and my hands just will not warm up. So I tried to play a little bit of warm up while wearing a hoodie so I could like physically warm up, but even still, I'm still kind of cold. So I've been trying to like slowly get the circulation moving. Dude, this is, oh my God, like I've never been this one-sided on a scoreline in twos. Like, it's 65. Your wife's a psycho. I'm sorry. That's crazy. What's funny is that, like, most women, at least I've dated, are naturally very cold. Like, they are always freezing. Which is funny, because it's like, you'll have these situations. What just sucks is I'm normally run really hot. So, like, you go to bed, and you're all, like, snuggled up, and then you're just, like, I'm boiling, and meanwhile, was like, I want like 7 layers covering me. I'm like, dude, no, I'm sorry. Wait, did you already leave? Wait, what happened to my, oh, he's AFK. Wait, he's just sitting in goal? This is not good. Not good chat at all. Okay, that works. Hello, Ripley. Shout out to Ripley. There's your shout out, I guess. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Yeah, I dated several women who were always like very cold all the time, so I had to keep the AC a little bit low, higher, which is fine because I don't really need the AC high. I normally keep it 99% of days like on eco mode, where it's like between 70 and 76. So basically, if it goes lower than 76, the heat turns on. If it goes higher than that, then it. Wait, what? Oh, I forgot. We're like very low ranked in 2 and 3s, so these are gonna be like the stupidest rotations. Yeah, Punchmate Octo is reeking of someone who's been boosted, so okay, we're gonna have to watch out for that. All right, this is officially a 2v3, but that's fine because again, we're low ranked enough that we should just be able to carry this game. Just off sheer speed of read. Yeah, I've never seen a more boosted man in my life. He's rotating into goal. This is, oh my God, these people are golds. Right, we're not going to rotate up because I need to be back to help these guys. We'll rank at 3s. We're like 1,500, like legit. Like, so these players are all over the place in terms of how good they actually are. We're out of the rank where like the players are kind of like low rank, but they're actually secretly not bad. Like when you get to like high 16s, 17s, and 3s, you're basically playing against former season SSLs because 3s is so skewed. In this rank, it is not all over the place. Like this Punch-made Octo is 100% like a flat. Honestly, might even lower than that. I've not seen him actually aerial for the ball yet. He also does not use any boost when he moves, which makes me feel like he just doesn't know how to use it, and he wants to play slow to keep his car in control. Like, okay. Like, I kind of know what he's going for there, but again, like, the fact that you're missing, like, the basic reads mean you're not comfortable here. This is literally so unfair. What? Punchmade, who is playing on your account? You have a Grand Champ tag, and you have not jumped yet when the ball is near you. I'm gonna need to recruit some buddies to play with, because holy crap. I don't think I can dig out of 3s if I'm playing with literally a gold as my 3rd. Oh my god. I'd make a heavy bet that Punch-made Octo is on a like 15 game losing streak right now. If this is like some little kid playing on his brother's account or something, like. All right, Punch-made, I laid it down for you. You have not jumped yet. Okay. Let's see, Omar. Shades, I am pretty low in 3s. This is like 1,500. I've tried to solo queue past couple days, but I just want you to watch Punch-made Octo for a little bit. Watch how he plays. He's not hit the ball in like 6 minutes. In like the last like 3 minutes of gameplay, I don't think he's touched the ball. This guy has a GC tag. There's no way. There's no way. Oh my god, this is so pathetic, dude. This is like the point where I'd literally call it like, this is like basically botting or griefing. Like this guy is useless. Yeah, they get definitely botted a little bit. Hey, Kyle. I don't know, it's games like this that make playing in against a full stack of 3s every game in 3s like actually impossible to rank up in. Because at a certain point, I am playing 2v3. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna have to look up Punch-made Octo. Is that an Epic account? I think it is. I need to look up this account. There's literally no way this is not the most boosted player I've ever seen. Carl Tracker. His all-time highest rank is 1630 in 3s. He is currently on only a 3-loss streak. But, fun fact, ever since his peak, which was in February of this year, he has only lost MMR. He has not gained any. It is just, the chart is just this. It's just like, stable, goes down, stable, goes down, stable, goes down. So, that is the definition of a boosted player. Holy. Wow, what a useless player. Oh my god. Anyway. We're trying to grind up out of very low 3s. I've learned I can't solo queue at a certain point because it's just boosted players. As we just saw with Punch-made Octo not being able to aerial, despite having a Grand Champ tag at the very least. But anyway, yeah, 2s were like GC2, 3s were a little bit lower. Trying to de-rust. Only got like 20 hours past to actually playing the game, so trying to lock back in. That's so sad. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Just brutal to like watch these games and try to. 2 is a little bit better. My warm-up game today was with some guy called Rezix or something. I don't know. But we fell behind by 1 goal because I had a slight misread, and then he missed the follow-up bounce, and he immediately forfeit. And then the next. Keep in mind, this is like with like 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in the game. He forfeits. and just immediately starts playing against me to get scored on. I'm like, buddy, like, what kind of game are we playing here where you're in comp and you're giving up after 1-0? Like, it's not even like I own gold in like some embarrassing, hilarious way. Like, we just both missed a read that we were going for. But then suddenly he's like, nope, sorry, it's done, forfeit teammate, oh my God, you're so bad. And I'm just like, dude, what are we even doing here? Like, if you're gonna be rage queuing like this, you better off just like not even play. Sorry, Paolo, that actually been a really good pass. Actually, hold on. Oh, I rushed that a little bit because I was afraid of getting bumped. What the? Man, I was trying to tap that over to make him pause a little bit and then I can get the corner, but I kind of just gave him the corner. It's sad. Good finish. Ryzik? No, it was... What was his team name? I don't know. I can't tell. Some dude own gold sometimes one game. Yeah. Hey, Octo. Hey, Aki. Octo could be plat. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's just a lot of people. You were dangerous, Taco? Well, I wasn't dumb. Can you give a shout out to my channel? No, I'm good. I just find it weird when people say they want a shout out, but I've never heard of them before. Like, I don't know, man. Gotta grow your channel. Gotta be a regular, at least in my channel, before you're asking for favors. Like, what are we doing here? Oh, sorry, teammate. All right, we're just gonna let that one go because he's waiting for me. Nice block, Apollo. I mean, you've already self-promoted your channel by mentioning the name of it, so I think you gave yourself a shout out. Good job. All right, fine. Shout out to Decap Cuts, some of the best My Little Pony extended universe content you'll ever see. Like, honestly, like, if you're a brony, you're missing out if you're not watching that channel. Like, there's so much about that universe I didn't know. And also, he writes his own fanfic, which is, like, crazy, because it's like, I thought there were no more fanfic that wasn't just essentially pornographic, but he proved me wrong. I mean, there's a lot of, like, you know, romantic subplots there, a lot of lessons about friendship and trust. It's just really, it's really nice. It's really peaceful, you know? You should shout out Chief Beef. You mean the Chief Beef that's on my friends list? My boy? Oh, rank you? No, this is GC2. This is not GC3 yet. GC3 is actually incredibly hard to get to because you're going through a lot of layers of yikness. Speaking of, I cheated up really hard on that and then I realized, oh wait, because that was a really unfortunate one. That ball killed immediately right into the path of Dom. That's a rough one. That's a good kickoff. You want to get that? Nice. This guy's rotations are really yike. You should run twos, Chief Beef. Chief Beef is infinitely higher than me in twos. That's doesn't really make sense to do that. As a goal, it's hard to tell between GC2 and 3. Honestly, you can safely assume I'm GC2 for the most part. I've been kind of hard stuck here until I get like actually back on like a heavy grind with Rocket League, which has been hard because frankly I'm kind of sucking lately. It's what I'm in that awkward like comeback phase of like I'm trying to get my hours back up, but by doing so I have to like play a lot more, and by playing more I'm like discovering I'm really insanely rusty. So I have to like endure the bad parts and it's frustrating me. Oh, speaking of, thought that was sidewall. Keck. That's a giveaway but from me. Could I wonder, man, I don't know what it is, but there's like a huge uptick, like a 700% increase in people asking to 1v1 me lately. Is this just like a new content thing? Like, I challenge these streamers to a 1v1, or is it just you guys really want to be on a stream and play against a streamer? Hey, Shaq. What? No, I didn't mean to push that. I don't even want to do 1v1s until I'm actually back in like somewhat form. I don't mind doing like a viewer 1v1 day. Because even if I get worked in those because someone's just a way better at ones, then that's great. But like I genuinely have there's no point in doing a 1v1 until I'm actually feeling like an actual human again. Which I feel like lately I've been actually playing like an actual bot in all my games. Every mechanic feels a little off when I'm playing lately. So I'm trying to force myself to stream a little bit more because one, I've not been streaming nearly enough. Now that I have a bit more free time to even stream. But then beyond that, that's great. I got a goal and then immediately give it up through a kickoff. What would you do if I donated $500 on your dono page? I would take off my shirt and wave it above my head. And then shout out Spirited Helldiver, and then probably sacrifice my firstborn for your continued prosperity. Cool. What? No touch? Let's hope this doesn't immediately. Why are you forward? Okay, we're good. Wait, hold on. He's peeking? Oh my god. Yeah, we could bust out the taco suit as well. $500 mod, that is true. That is a rule, actually, yeah. If you donated $500 in one go, I would just mod whoever did that right off the rip. Like, screw it. This guy again. Hey, Louis. Emo taco? Nah, he's just cold. I've also, yeah, I'm actually like freezing. My hands are not warm, like at all. All right, back in threes. Let's see if we got another gold player. All right, so far one aerial can one teammate can aerial. He hit it backwards. Okay, fits. Can you aerial? Indeterminate right now. All right, play to low 50. That works. So he's gonna like 1600. I mean, it would still make, if you would like to Q shades, it makes sense that we could Q. It's not like I'm playing like a C3. I'm just playing in that awkward in between where like you can't really play instinctually because you know your teammates aren't as fast as you, so you're just kind of like in that in between. Do you want to flick that out? You know what? Honest. Oh my god, what a pass! I'm not gonna lie, I should have trusted you, Fitz. Tiger trying to Q, low key. Did you do a viewer tourney? One day. Honestly, I think I'm gonna start leaning into viewer stuff a little bit more lately, because if I can't play for dog, then honestly might have to just find another way to do some stream stuff as I continue to get my touch back. AO? Alright, I did want to double that one because I didn't want it to rebound out too quick, but not quite like that. Ooh, big wet. Nice, okay. I saw the guy turn around, so I'm like, I think he could probably get in front of that. Don't demo me. Is that gonna bounce middle? It is. Do you coach? Once upon a time. I haven't as much. Honestly, I should probably bring that back. I could probably make some decent money while I'm freelancing again. That could also be a fun stream idea if I don't feel like playing one day, but I still want to be able to, you know, get a themed stream in or something. Do a coaching day. I was greedy. Oh. Gotta find your love for the game again. It's not even love for the game. I just actively have not been playing as much. So like it's, in the words of Hoxer, the only thing I hate more than Rocket League is being bad at Rocket League. I don't actually hate Rocket League, but when I'm not playing it well, I actively, it feels like I never want to play the game ever again. Like when I'm rusty, it genuinely feels like I'm useless. Like so much of my like day-to-day like feeling good after a stream is based on like, was I actually touching the ball like in like a useful way, in a way that I would expect my skill level and experience to. When I'm like actively missing basic aerials and stuff, I don't feel worse on the day than if I get on a stream and I play mid. If I lose games, I don't care. But if I was playing okay, great. But if I'm losing games because I'm not being able to carry very low rank players, then I'm kind of like, all right, what's even the point of playing this game? So like, it's not that I hate the game. I just, whoa, what the? Okay, that's good enough. Hey, you hit me forward? Nice. I'm consistent at touching the ceiling with 60 boost. Got to try to do faster at 50. I mean, if you keep working on that, Kyle, you'll find those aerials get better and better. And then you just got to apply that in a training pack. 1 day a year of free coaching? Wait, so Dota, I don't even know what that rate would be. If you got 1 hour per day, I think I did $3,500. So that would be, what, lazy math? $9,000 or whatever. Hold on. Wait, it would be 365 times 30. So yeah, that'd be $9,000 of coaching if you wanted it. If you wanted genuinely 1 hour a day of Rocket League coaching, that would be what it would come out to be around, roughly. I'd give you a discount. Let's say 8,000. You're not gonna get that deal anywhere else, chat. Very fast. What training pack? Honestly, any of them that force you to make. Honestly, I'm trying to think of one that would be like commensurate for like a gold or plat skill level. Because I usually say All Kinds of Shots by Jaguar is a great pack, but I think that'd be way too difficult for anyone and not like at least like a plat or diamond, I would say. Honestly, I'm gonna have to think about that. I think on Twitch I still have the command packs, which activates the training pack from. It's a training pack spreadsheet from Whey Protein, which is like an old map maker and YouTuber. He basically assembled this massive compendium of custom training packs for like all different types, like what skill you're trying to work on, what rank it's good to go for, like it's good for. And honestly, it's really useful. I found a lot of people are like, oh man, it's like, oh my God, like this, thanks so much for this. So I don't know. Can someone on Twitch try that exclamation point packs? 10,950 is $30 a day for 365. See, yeah, if I give you $8,000, that's a massive discount. I'm waiting for a whale to actually hit me up on that. The thing is, I would actually advise not to do that. I would do one training pack. I would do one training a week, because I don't think training actually helps. Because when you're, so for example, like when I was teaching statistics to undergrad, I used to explain to students like the point of learning things like this that are really, stats aren't like abstract, but it's not really the type of math you're used to. So when I would teach stats, people are like, I don't get this. Why can't I understand this? I'm like, no. Knowledge like this is like a sponge. If you pour water in a sponge, the water isn't immediately just like soaked right up. It like usually pools for a little bit, and then it'll slowly get absorbed by the sponge. That's how your brain works with this stuff. Like the more you sit with it and the more you kind of read through it and practice it, you'll slowly pick it up. And then over time, you'll actually be like, oh wait, I actually understand this pretty well, like Pog. And so because of that, I tell people when they do coaching sessions, you just got to apply your stuff. Don't expect like immediate results, but over like a week or something, or maybe a day or so, like you might notice like this slight improvements on how you approach things and realize, oh, actually, that's how that worked or whatever. Like, all these, like, tiny things. And oftentimes when I talk to my coaching students, like, after, like, a week, they're normally like, yeah, I've actually noticed the game feels a little bit better. Like, I've been trying to apply what we talked about. I've been trying to pay less attention to these XYZ bad habits or whatever. And so it's definitely, like, a progressive thing. So if someone actually paid me every day for a coaching session, I'm like, I honestly be like, no, you're going to see better results if we trained, like, once a week. I think that'd be actually a way better way of doing it. It'd also be more directed, because then you could do a scaffold where you actually have like a situation where it's like, okay, you've worked on this, you look better in this. Okay, you're still doing this, so let's touch on edge cases. Let's walk through your replays a bit more, etc. You know? I'll rank you. This is GC2. We're currently in the derusting phase of ranking back up. Oh my god. Okay, see, this is also the problem with my brain. I still have YouTuber brain of like playing on a lot of hours and being like, yeah, let's go for the clip. And then I realize, oh wait, I'm not. I'm too rusted out to be able to go for these shots. He's not getting that. Oh, you want it? Okay. Not exactly what I wanted. That's kind of why I wanted to take it, period, because you're going so slow. G2 hit a flip reset, Musty, and I'll dono. I mean, I'll try my best, but no promises. Oh, that was almost flip set double. That boost should spawn for you, right? Nope, just kidding. Bro, what? Oh. Teammate just did not go. Oh, side flip. Yeah, not the best touch by me, I'm not gonna lie. Keck. Okay. Click. Bro loves to air dribble. Ah! Tried to wrap around that, but I aerialed a bit too around it. Pass back. A little too far, that's fine. You're about to get bumped. Just kidding. Trying to hit across the grain. Q is already flipping into the middle. Hey, Lilo. Close. I absolutely hate that. It wasn't a bad idea from teammate. I just was not expecting him to chase that and then knock it back across. I'm just gonna pop that. I don't like that aerial at all, and that's why. He was not beating that. It was only gonna be a 50. That's his peak, I'm sorry. That was the greatest shot of all time from him. He will never hit a shot that's good in his entire life. That adjustment was crazy. He was facing away from the goal when he scooped that. Teammate wants to forfeit as if he didn't get dunked in the first one. Teammate, we both got balled on, all right? No need to forfeit like that. Wayne Gretzky, that's certainly the name of an athlete. Wayne Gretzky was the GOAT badminton player, right? Can't think of anyone else with a name like Gretzky. What else would he play? Luckily, teammate can beat him over the top here. Close one. Uh-oh. Sick. It's the NHL. What's the NHL? I've never heard of that league. Is that like badminton, but with an H? Hadminton? There's a fruit fly in my room, and it pisses me off. Did you watch Ahmad's new montage? No, but is it ridiculous? Sarcasm detectors. What are you talking about, dude? You guys just don't watch badminton, I guess? That's what the NBA is, National Badminton Association. Like, you guys not watch sports? Teammate peeker? Oh, I just wanted to get around him. Ooh, that actually was so light. I didn't expect him to put it right into me. Alright, we're gonna fake that large clear. And guy did not fall for it. Sad. Hey, teammate, you want to catch that and then go? Not like that, though. Why are you resetting? Oh, never mind. Ooh, okay, wow, Cade really flashed around that. Alrighty, good pass. Thinking of Goatski, the most goated athlete of all time? Exactly. Period guy's crashing out right now. I don't really know why. He's like, what did I ever do to you guys? I've not seen any cyberbullying or like quick chat spamming, so I'm really lost in what he's complaining about. Hockey's way more popular than Germany. Germany has a pretty good national team from what I remember. Ah! Live reaction right now. If you link it in chat, I'll watch it live. On Jenny, most creative plays I've ever seen at the pro-ish level. NHL is neurologically harboring losers, yes. All right, apparently this is the most goated montage they've ever seen, so I guess we'll have to watch this. All right, let's see. Live reaction content. This is Ahmad's montage. The new version of Mechanics by Ahmad. 9 days ago. 58K views. Damn, this is kind of popping for a montage. All right, chat. Oh, let me pause music on both. Oh, well, YouTube wasn't even getting music, so sorry about that, guys. All right. Live reaction chat. In the future, just computers. Okay, first shot's pretty wild, I'm not gonna lie. Well, hold on. How did he slow himself down like that? Like, this touch is insane. He uses his reset as like a backwards flip to then slow his whole car, like a backside. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like a side flip, but just slightly diagonal. So then he gets all the pace taken out. Which is, you see Grandma, who's a pro player in EU, sees that and he's like, wait, he immediately hits the brake like, I don't even know about that. That's actually insane, that touch alone. It's the tiny stuff that makes this stuff so crazy to me. The side flips are crazy. I've never seen someone so smooth with a side flip on a reset. Dude, he's in free play right now. Look at this. Look at this freaking touch. Wave dash, immediate pop, perfect touch. Like, the finish obviously isn't that impressive, but like, oh my God, the setup on that. If he gets a double on this again. Oh, never mind, he just catches it perfectly. Of course he does. Bro, this man is doing... Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Normally, it's pretty cocky when people say, like, oh, it's the new generation of mechanics. This guy's doing stuff I have literally never seen in my life against top 100 players. Mac diff reset into a delay into a double... What? Look, what is that? Like, I genuinely don't get how he's so consistent at like maintaining his momentum while killing his momentum at the same time. Like, he's able to go forward, but cuts his speed with these freaking diagonal side flips. Like, how do you get that pop and keep going?
I have never seen anyone do that before. Like, there's a mechanic on the ground that you backflip when you hit the ball for a double tap so you can kill your momentum and stay in place. But he's doing that with a reset and still moving. Like, that's wild. Like, because the thing is, he's getting so much lateral movement here. Because most of the time when you do a pop reset, or not a pop reset, but like, well, kind of a pop reset, you can pop it and then stay on turn with it. The problem is you're fundamentally forced to kind of go forward or maybe slightly to the left or right. But with this side flip, he's getting so much lateral movement on this. Like he's able to pop that high while also still being able to like lean with it. It's so crazy. I've actually legitimately never seen someone this consistent with the side flip. He's so low when he starts his air dribble. This is so gross. Look how low he is. He starts this from like shin height. He gets his first reset here with 79 boost. Like, those are wave dash resets. Gross. Ugh. Like, obviously people are like, oh my God, well, I mean, this is a highlight film. Of course he's gonna show the peakiest things. Not like he's hitting this on command. Dude, there's 4.5 minutes of this. Like, he's hitting them enough, all right? Clean skim, like that, like that. Like, these people are playing a different game, dude. These people are playing a different game than the rest of us. Triple reset into a bump. Like, how are you even keeping your momentum like that? I'm sorry, if someone scored this, I would have been like, this is the luckiest shot you've ever hit. Like, a reset into a pre-flip into the knock forward to a double. Like, get out of here, dude. Like, get actually out of here, dude. What? It's just so good at like being able to, because like the hardest part of a double is that when you're hitting the ball forward, you have to channel the momentum into the rotation of your card to get the double. So the fact that he's just straight up like killing it with the side flip and being able to then line it up flawlessly is so crazy. That's such good tech. Especially when you're in like a 1v1, because it's like, you know, you only have to get it past the guy. I had no idea this came out. Was this not? If it's not on Twitter, I feel like I just don't see these things. Ugh. 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 That was a weird one, but I like those types of flips. I just Evo flicked in midair. How your brain even thinks of that angle is wild. That was honestly, that's the type of goal that like isn't mind-blowing, but it's just so smooth to bust that out in the moment. Like, okay, fake that, get the first reset, and then I need to finish, so here's another one. Like, that's just so clean, dude. I like how there's a mixture of just like FU type mechanics and then also just like really smart usage of like, it's a perfect representation of like, mechanics aren't gonna propel you like crazy far by themselves, but they give you so many more options when you use them creatively. Is that it? Like, this is such a weird, like, I'm genuinely blown away how consistent he is with stuff like this. Like, he only gets that angle because he's resetting into a backflip to readjust, like, the second to last, this one. I mean, doesn't use a flip, gets a reset, pop flips it into the second one. Is so gross, dude. This is that. I'm sorry, but that's actually one of the most disgusting things. You guys were not underplaying that at all, dude. That was actually filth. Oh no, don't look at my desktop. Oh no, it's filled. It's filled with clutter. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Anyway. Wow, chat did not mislead me. I really thought you guys were hyping up something that was going to be like, okay, pretty good. That was actually legitimately one of the best things I've seen. Quote of the minute, if she leaves you for your mother, you always have her mother. Do you though? Now go do all that? I mean, I'm inspired. Sometimes when I watch RLCS, I immediately play better because I'm like, yeah, let's go. The goggles, they do nothing? I'm sorry? I've been playing a lot of Dead Zone Rogue lately, and there's a thing called tactical. There's an item called tactical goggles in that, and I always reject them whenever they came up as a roguelike option for a power-up, so my brain immediately went there. Honestly, Dead Zone Rogue, I think I want to play on stream again. That's just like a good, like, I don't feel like playing Rocket League type game, I feel like. I played it once on stream, and you guys seem to like it, so. I can become an influence for that game. I think I'm probably the only creator with that I've ever seen stream it, so. I'm not gonna lie, my teammate definitely did not realize he was in a 1v1. Boss like the Crab game? We do like Crab Champions. Crab Champions is rough though, because I kind of like fell off that game. I just felt like there wasn't enough like going on for me in that. Oh. If I don't know $500, you need a new webcam, buddy. What are you talking about? This is a camera. This isn't even a webcam. If you genuinely are looking at this like, man, this is a garbage webcam. I don't know what you're looking at. Bros used to watching stuff like it's a Christopher Nolan movie on streams. Yeah, this is like a legitimate camera with a lens. Like, this is not a webcam. That was basically what a mod did in all those clips. I'm trying to resist the YouTubery impulse to go for something way more complicated than needed. On that last one, I literally was like Psycho, and then I'm like, wait, what am I doing? All right. Jersey 920 Chud. I mean, I do have the Elgato face cam. I did give that to a friend, though, who needed one. Because I was just like, well, I'm not using it, and it's a good webcam, so here you go. Saves you some money. Trailer for his new movie looks ass. Yeah, I've not seen it, but it's a little weird. Apparently, Telemachus says dad at one point, and I'm like, that's a little weird. That you're watching an ancient Greek epic, and they're like, hey, dad! Like, is that even like a term they used back then? I would assume it'd be like father, or whatever translated would be. Never a big fan of like more modern-ish like words coming out in certain stuff. I'm back. Did you hit it? Yeah, I hit 4 of them. You missed it. Hey, Common is Pro, by the way. This is like GC2. We're pretty rusted right now, so we're trying to get back to like actually good level of skill. Oh, good bump. The Cyclops still has 2 eye sockets, so they're covered with skin and they have an eye on their forehead. I'm surprised they're not using CG for that. You want to know something? I guess. Oh, that was good flick. Okay. It is CG? Wait, what? Why would it not? Okay, granted, I think part of it, they might be trying to like avoid the Percy Jackson looking Cyclops, which did look a little yike, but I would say that's more of the time CG, unless like, oh, because it's fundamentally impossible to make a Cyclops look good. Like, of course it's gonna look uncanny. It's gonna be frickin' something we've never seen before. We don't know what a Cyclops looks like, you know? That's gold. Ooh, never mind, Mason. Well done. Cringe. Sad. I hate Nolan movie cinematography. I think it's nice. I like the look of it, but I'm just kind of curious about what they're really doing artistically long term on a lot of this stuff. Like, is it going to be like a more interesting interpretation of blah 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 of like the themes, or is it really just him putting his own twist on it? Because I think the moment he goes, oh, I'm gonna put my own twist on it, then it's gonna fundamentally make people pissed. Because in a way, like, as much as we want to think it's just kind of like a yeah, whatever, it is kind of an adaptation. You know, there's like a source material that we're comparing it to. So everyone's like, why is it blah blah blah? I'm like, well, of course you're gonna add your own flair to it. Like, if we just did historically representative stuff, or, you know, sticking straight one-to-one with the mythology, like, yeah, there's room to make things pop a little bit more and change things up. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but...
Wanted a 50 on that one. Maybe I'll ask for a bit too much. Nolan still has yet to beat the can't write woman allegations. Is this like a Bechdel test thing? I think Nolan low-key is kind of bailed out because he understands what cinema really is when you watch like an epic movie. Like no one like even if people have issues with Inception or Interstellar and all these other things, no one can deny like movie watching wise, those movies like fuck. Those are insanely fun experiences in the theater. Even if you can poke holes a little bit and you're like, I'm not really a fan of blah blah blah. I'm not really a blah blah. I don't think anyone can deny like those movies are just like insanely fun to experience. And people are like, well, you're gonna be nitpicky. I'm like, well, that's the whole point of art. Like, you don't want to have to be distracted by stuff that's like, wait, why did they do that? Why did they look like that? Why did you edit that part out? You know, like the moment you have to do that, I think internally, I think it does take you out of the movie a little bit. I'm definitely one of those people that do get a little frustrated, stuff like that. Where I can also appreciate that Nolan's just a very good like he's a knower of the why. Okay, well. Next goal, you gotta read my message. If you eat socks in your favorite color, the alphabet is purple, and you can fit 11 boxes of beans in a 2-gallon toilet. Very much random. I don't know if I had to read that message. Whoa, I didn't even hear him. Pre-flip? My take is that Nolan is the most perfectly rated director of all time because the general public and film bros act like he's one of the goats, letterboxd nerds actually like a terrorist shouldn't be allowed near a camera, so it balances out. I think for me, Nolan is someone who makes really interesting cerebral films. But the problem is that fundamentally is hit or miss. Like, you'll make something like Inception, which I personally think is a really cool idea. I've never really understood the people who are like, it's too hard to understand. I'm like, it's not really that hard to understand. I feel like they have pretty easy to follow rules within Dreams and how layers work in that sense. I never saw that film and was like, I could understand the confusion. I'm like, no, it's kind of straightforward, like in terms of their internal logic to the film. Like, I don't think it's a problem. Problem is you go to the stuff like Tenet, and then it's a little like, okay, this is a little weird. Like, the editing's really cool, and I think some of the internal logic of what's happening is like, you can understand where he's coming from, but I think in the total execution, it gets a little bit weird. Also, I think sometimes he runs into a wall, like kind of the accidental stuff of he's probably writing a very heavy Joker presence in Dark Knight Rises, and then suddenly Ledger dies, and then he's like, oh shit, okay, and then he has to like constantly think of like a new one, and honestly Rises was like such a hilarious LMAO type of movie that I was kind of like, yeah, I'm good. Yeah, but honestly, if you're a fan of Kurosawa, there's a certain element of like, yes, these are very good like movies, but I don't really blame the modern audience for not really enjoying it as much. Kind of hard to like be a fan of Japanese theater. If, you know, there is an element of, I think Bong Joon-ho said something about like, there's a whole world out there of cinema if you can get over your fear of like 2 inches of subtitles at the bottom of your screen. And I'm like, that is a good point. Like, imagine if people never watched Spirited Away because there was never a dub, you know? Like, that movie is, like, insanely good, and yet people might have never watched stuff like that because they're like, I don't know the language, though. I don't want to read. Sad. But again, I think in terms of like cinema experience, Nolan is like a perfectly rated director. I think he's really good at what he does in that specific zone. That being said, like, I do think when people hate on him, it's a little bit, it can be overblown, but at the same time, it's also like, you know, he's not flawless. It's not like he's putting out Citizen Kane. I don't think anyone, I do think Oppenheimer is pretty airtight. That's definitely like the best Nolan movie. But also because I've never seen a movie paced like that, it has such a great forward momentum. There are no down times in the entire film. It feels like the movie's constantly on a crescendo. And I thought it'd be a little exhausting after a while, but it makes things really tense, and I love it. If you guys have not seen Oppenheimer, honestly, the editing is my favorite part of the entire movie. Like, yeah, performances are good, obviously, music is great, but like, the editing of that movie is wild. Want to cue some? Sure. I didn't see you do that. And that's a goal. What a surprise. So turns out if you try to dunk it into the guy that's challenging you, that's not really how you clear the ball. I never understood that from teammates. Hey, this guy's blocking the outside corner. Maybe if I try going to the outside corner, he won't expect it. No, what? He dunked me. It's like, yeah, that's why you don't play into the guy's read. Like, you hit it away from that read, in fact. Ah, took off a little wrong. Pollock to Mané. I think that's a pretty good way to phrase it. 2-slot. I definitely think when you're comparing directors in terms of great, well, it's also like comparing athletes. You know, people are like, you know, oh, Bird is so good compared to blah, blah. I'm like, well, yeah, but across eras, you can't really compare players because it's different pacing, there's different physicalities. The meta of the game, in a way, has also developed. Like, comparing players where, like, threes were, like, a rarity versus, like, the backbone of some team's entire offense in the NBA, for example. Like, stuff like that is, like, way different. Like, Jordan had years where he was shooting, like, you know, early in his career, where he was shooting, like, 25% from three. Like, yeah, that means he's a mid-range monster or whatever, but, like, still, just something to consider. Like, there's so many different era differences. So when people are like, oh, Kurosawa was so much better than blah, blah, I'm like, well, yeah, but, I mean, the thing is, like, those sensibilities are going to be different. I don't blame someone who watches a Kurosawa film or, like, maybe even just, like, older films and was like, ah, this one's a little slow, it's a little boring. I'm like, well, yeah, but that pacing back then was great. And it still is good. It's just, I understand why it's not as, I think people have modernized tastes. I think that's fine. My only issue is when people don't even try to engage with film. That's my only issue. Like, if you're watching, like, an oldie but goldie type thing, like trying to show someone like a Hitchcock movie is like pulling teeth sometimes. Even with Rear Window, which is a pretty well-paced movie, people still are like, yeah, I don't like this. Yeah, it's so slow. What's going on here? Why are we constantly in this one room? And it's like, because it's a slow burn mystery and also kind of like a psychological insight of like, yeah, is this guy hallucinating something or is there actually something going on here? Like, that's kind of a fun thing to experiment with. So fun fact, I had 2 players back. What happened here? Let's analyze. Interesting. That is slow. Oh, I mean, yeah, you also have stuff like Solaris, which is like legitimately like a meditative film. It's like you're watching 4 hours of something. And people might look at Lord of the Rings and be like, yeah, it's like, well, that is different. Lord of the Rings is like very much trying to tell a story with a lot of depth in the lore, and you're gonna have patience because you know what it's trying to do. Where Solaris, you're just watching like a man explore a spaceship for like 3 hours, basically. And you're like, whoa, what's going on here? But again, a lot of different films have different vibes, and you have to kind of understand that, which is why I think there's a lot of films that ramp up into the fundamental, like, I think it's like very clear, like sometimes when movies have like studio mandates, like we need like a action thing to spice things up, and then you're like, why? Like this movie's doing just fine the way it is, and they're like, no, 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 you gotta heat it up, and so you'll have this like random spurt of like high octane energy out of nowhere, and you're like, why is this in here? So that's like the one thing about modern movies that I don't like from production offices. Wait. 800 pages for his book report and is only on page 70. We have a week left to read the book. That's totally doable, dude. You gotta lock in. I used to read the entirety of like those Harry Potter books in like 2 days. Alrighty, good comeback, teammates. Oh my god, I just realized we're playing without music. Cringe and mid, YouTube and Twitch. My bad. To Dune in less than a week is impressive. That's dense. You also got to shift through a lot of downtime there. Shaq's already in a threes match. Cringe. Hi, Spirited Helldiver. Welcome back. Guess my rank and I'll drop a sub. Well, you've also already said you'll drop $500 donation. Or you keep baiting it, so like, I don't know if you're really someone to be a tread there. Guess your rank? I don't know, man. Plat. That's the average rank. Just read 100 days. All right, Shade's joined. Let's see who's faster, the more reliable invite. Just kidding, Lila's not even on the game. Hyper cringe by her, low key. Unless your name is something jank again. There it is. Why are you not on my list then? Are you hidden? Nope. Now Lilo's so back, actually. What the? Our scene is dead. One day, GC. GC, I've already promised on stream, the moment I hit the Texas State Lottery, I'm reviving the women's scene. We're gonna have a whole league circuit, 2 50K majors a year. Gonna negotiate with DreamHack to put one in Stockholm, put one in Dallas. Think Jamaica has ever as Israel? I have no idea what you're talking about there. Has ever ate a coconut? Maybe not directly eating a coconut, but I'm sure he's probably had coconut shavings or like coconut milk. Whoa, that was a little faster, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we're actually playing actual players, so let me warm up from playing actual GC1s. Have a great month of May. See you, Spirit. May you get GC3 this year. I have gotten GC3 plenty of times this year. I just actually have to get back there after taking time off. See ya, Helldiver. In a shocking twist, guy who's been baiting donations all stream and also says, guess my rank and I'll drop a sub, does not drop a sub on his way out. And this is why, chat, you can never trust anybody, not even yourself. May the 5th be with you. You missed by a day, dude. Uh-oh. Not ideal. That's good to know, GC. Guess my rank and I'll do absolutely nothing? Tempting. Wow, good recovery by that guy. No bump? A Cuxir with an I. Oh, that was not the guy I thought would go for that. Ooh, try to put it behind him, sad. Going more for contact than placement on that one, Sag. Ooh, good dunk. I didn't think he'd get there. I thought he'd do the gentle flick across. Not gonna lie, Lobo, I kind of thought you would be predicting a different touch by me. Cringe. What? Lobo. That was a weird turn. Trying to demo you. It's my birthday. Hey, buddy, I can't control what setups I get. It's hard to just set one up randomly, all right? I'll try. I can try. Happy birthday, though. I like the stream if you guess my rank. I don't know, it sounds like you're champ 1, Preston, if I had to guess. Bonk. Dude, there's one single fruit fly at my house right now. It's pissing me off. It just keeps like buzzing by my face like, fruit? Are you fruit? I'm like, no, it's I'm you know I'm not. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, a little rough warm up here, chat, but it's all right. We got the next one. What rank is this? This is GC, probably 3 at this point, but we've been playing kind of low hours lately, so we're trying to warm back up. So we're playing in a party, but we're trying to also get warm back up to the rank we're actually playing at, to Shades. Oh, this one. The fake. Beanster actually locked in? What the hell? Get over here. Oof. That's the best I could do with that. Alright. Not a great start to this queue, but that's okay. Beanster's a rank 3's demon. I'm not upset about losing to him. I'll give you 2 ranks to choose from. Alright, see Roy. Like, how do I get a plat? Learn how to fast aerial and play off the wall better. Actually try to keep it close. You ever just want to lick your refrigerator? No, I don't clean the surface of it enough. Ah, we're so close. I almost got my fruit fly. Sure. Or microwave? Yeah, I've licked my microwave a couple times. Who hasn't? I mean, you're a liar if you've never licked your microwave. Sure. Oh, I thought Leo was going to post up on the wall, so I was like, oh, okay, I can get there. Trying to slow that one down. Okay, good save. All right, nice. I was like not sure 100% of Shades had that, so I'm like, I'm just gonna position myself. Oh no, we full sent. Nice recovery. Easy enough. Oh my god, good save. Okay, buddy. That's not the spawn. That's not a reset. Okay, we're fine. All right, we got a mini pinch off the corner. It kind of helps. Good car? I would not like my car at all. Fresh car wash or not. All right, Veggie, your rank, I actually don't know off the top of my head. I'm gonna say Diamond 1. All right, Israel, as funny as this bit is of just asking me different things that I've licked, I'm gonna ask for us to move on to literally anything else. Veggie, thank you for the 5 gifted. Ooh, I went high and this guy just literally did not react at all. Look at that low 50. I didn't think we'd both go up there. My bad, didn't think both of you guys were there. Look away for 1 second. Literally best possible save they could have gotten under the conditions. Nice. King. Oh, I meant Diamond Plat since I only solo queue and lose about 200 TMR. Ah, okay. Grieve left. Cringe. Yep, because that was on us. I love that. I didn't think he was leaving because he was blaming his teammates. I think he just made a mistake. He was like, well. Wait, that's the famed CSU Northridge team that was killing it in twos earlier in the CRL season. Shout out to them. All right, chat. I'm actually gonna have to make this my next game is my last one. I didn't realize it was almost actually 6 o'clock. I have to be somewhere in about 20-ish minutes, so yeah. Hey, Moonswrath. Yeah, I thought I had a little bit more time. I thought it was like 5:20, but then turns out it's 5:50, so time flies, chat. What do you want to be when you're grown up? Retired. Have a good evening. Thank you, Moonstrap. All right, last game, guys. Let's try to get the dub. Yeah, I was really just got a text, and people were basically just like, "Yo, so see you in like 20?" And I was like, "Shh, dang it." So we got to schmoove. We got to schmoove. What? Stream RL is a job? I mean, I don't do this as a job, not anymore. This is very much like side. I would love it to be back to the good old days, but I've lost a lot of momentum. Also, my YouTube is like low-key getting shadow banned, and I'm not really sure what's going on. Like, past couple shorts I've uploaded have had like great watch retention, but gotten like, I get capped at like 2K views, so I'm a little scared about what's going on there. Maybe I just need to lock in again, but yeah, I've noticed I've gotten taken out of the algo pretty hard, which is sad. That's okay. Nice. Oh. How's it going? Hey, T, we're on our last game because I gotta get off stream. Oh, but we're doing all right. We played a guy who I legitimately think it was 100% like realistically boosted. I was solo queuing threes, and my third did not jump the entire game. And whenever he rotated into goal, he went to the goal line and then stopped and then waited. And I was like, this man has a grand champion tag. Like this is the most blatant like evidence of I used a bot and now I'm trying to actually play in GC I've ever seen in my life. And then I looked up his RL tracker and he peaked at his all-time highest MMR in February, and then ever since then, he's just been on the decline. He's like done no winning at all. I thought Shades had that. So yeah. Apparently the bots are starting to come back a little bit. People have noticed. So also bot Discord just said, okay, we found a new method. So we'll see how quickly Epic can shut this down with EAC. Like how fast that stuff goes. Again, guys, like EAC doesn't solve everything. You still have to report. That's the one thing people have to remember. Like, the bots don't automatically get detected. Sometimes you have to report, and through reports, they're able to fast-track investigations. So, if you guys see something yikes and you are basically certain it's a bot, then make sure to report that. Go into your recent players. I haven't run into any, but I've definitely seen some videos where it looks like someone at least is doing something kind of screwy. Not the landing I wanted. T, are you guys playing in NECC? I forget if you guys are signing up for that land end of the season. That was a little bit more of like a bait. I was like, wait, hold on. Yeah, we have a chance to get all different winners across all national championships, and that'd be kind of wild, I'm not gonna lie. Like, we're talking about parity in the Rocket League scene. DreamHack Atlanta, wait, what? Oh, right, because they have that, they have the DJ TJ collegiate thing. Yeah, that was dumb. You look tired? Well, you look ugly every day. I'm only tired some days. Oh, that's crazy, David. I'm not tired. I just don't stream like every other streamer you watch. Nice. Close one. The camera's also above me, so it makes my eyes look like a bit more closed when I'm looking forward. So I think people make it look like I'm like... But I'm just looking and not with my eyes like this. Yes, good bump. Ah! They're like just freaking out. You guys looking like a fish. Nice. Whoa. Fake chow guy didn't even react. Cringe. Oh, good tap. He has an equalize on that though. Can we close out the stream on a win, chat? Let's go. All right, sorry for the shorter stream. Just trying to get back into a rhythm, but also, yeah, I didn't realize we were that far into the stream, so I gotta shower real quick and get ready for some company. So, bye, everyone.